All right, and it's time to begin after that sweet, sweet humming from Courtney. That was awesome. And
Oh, shut up.
it's all good as we are getting close to the 100 sessions here. Last time that we were here, we found ourselves finding ourselves after defeating a Baylor and other such demons. Our heroes picked up a trapped sword of a fallen Taldori ruler, whose armies had perished within the Umber Hills after they had made deals with several demons. This ruler communicating to Jackson of how sorrowful he was over what he did and how he had failed, and him and Jackson entered into a pact together as he withdrew greater power from the sword. The sword asking that he become a great leader in Taldori and possibly lead people out of darkness. And by doing kingly and heroic deeds with the sword in hand, he may one day release this captured sovereign. After this, the group decided, with Baylor bits in hand, to make their way back to Joran Village to get in their payday, as they had discovered a bounty that was there. And it is with that that we will get on them. So currently you are making your way through the sunless gray that is known as the Umber Hills, a place of just shadow and dim light. Anything you all want to do on your trip back?
When we stop for a rest at some point, Jackson will go over to Thorin, just while they're kind of on a lookout, making sure no other fiends rush upon them. Hey, Thorin, do you have a minute?
Sure, what's on your mind?
You mentioned that you were in the army, right?
Yeah, I was in the Taldor military. Why?
Were you like a regular guy? Were you like a commander? Did you like lead a whole bunch of people?
I was in charge of people, yes.
So, I don't know if you know this, but I am the first Minister of War in the Realm of Firsts in the Feywild, but I've never led a whole bunch of people before, and the closer we get to eventually returning to the Realm of Firsts, the more nervous I get about leading people. Because right now I think it's a time of peace in our realm, but who knows how long that'll last, because Fey are crazy. And so I was just wondering if you had like any tips or tricks or hot takes on how to lead people.
Sure. Number one.
Oh, I need to write this down. Hold on, I gotta write it down. I'm gonna forget. I gotta write it down. Okay. Number one.
Try not to get your men or yourself killed.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a good start.
Number two, kill the enemy before they kill you.
Okay, don't die. Kill the others first, which, that's our motto. First. Sorry, I interrupted. Rule number 3.
Number 3, remember the men you've lost. And women.
Uh,
Because you have to remember war comes with a sacrifice. So as a leader, you have to weigh everything in account and balances. If you go into a battle and you lose 500 men or 5,000 men, you have to take account into that. And that's on you or me for leading those men into battle, for failing or succeeding in the plan. It's not an easy job to lead men into war. And you have to remember as a leader that just going in and fighting everything isn't always the best strategy. Using tactics, using your mind has to be something.
yeah. What's your favorite tactic?
Killing them before they kill me.
That's rule number 2, though. I was.
It's a tactic. But the best sword is a sword that doesn't need to have to be swung.
What?
The best sword is a sword that doesn't have to be swung. So if you're able to have an enemy outnumbered and surrounded, and you're able to make them surrender instead of losing men or killing the other ones, that's truthfully your best tactic in battle. Finding ways to make yourself seem stronger than you are, to then command a presence that makes it where you don't have to go to war in the first place and you just win, is the best tactic in the world.
Okay, that I understood. Make them surrender. That I get. Not swinging a sword. That was. Got it. Make them surrender without a fight. I like it. Thanks, Thorn. And if you ever think of any good other like nuggets of wisdom, I'd love to hear.
Alright,
Thanks, mate.
no problem. By the way,
Ah.
if you ever come against this country and use this, what I'm telling you to invade us, I will retake my throne and kill you all.
You have a throne?
Well, not throne, position, title, whatever you want to call it.
But if we did use that tactic, we would have already won before you could even take it. See, I
give up.
learned
And
really
you just
fast.
walked.
All right. Anything else?
If we are stopping for a rest, Lithra would like to do something. She is going to fly up and sit on a tree branch out of view, and she is going to try to cast sending to her friend. So like she brings up her hands to draw a symbol in the air, but after she finishes doing that, she looks kind of unsure of whether she wants to continue, but she says the message anyways, kind of counting the number of words on her fingers while doing that. She is going to say, I did something yesterday you'd really like. I met new friends and went on an adventure. Let me know how you are. Are you still mad? And that's her sending, and she waits for a response, a possible response.
Nothing comes. Just silence.
She is kind of frustrated. She comes back down and sits down and just like stares at the void for the night.
Anything else at this point? Then during your long rest, you're still about a day's journey, so roughly 24 miles outside of Joran. But from this distance, you can see lights coming out from the hills, bright merriment. Even from this distance, there's a tin of the light pollution and also just this barest of merriment that still echoes through this region. As you realize the Night of Ascension is being celebrated. And is there anyone who would mark the Night of Ascension, knowing that it is here in this small space?
I don't think Sayuri would even know what that is, would she?
I've been here enough. It's up to you if your character would understand. The Matron of Ravens and the Raven Queen. They'd be aware of her in the Fae. Like, the Fae aren't ignorant of the gods, necessarily.
I think given the recent interaction that we had at the caves, I think Erebir would just no revelries, just send a few thoughts. Giving remembrance to Devin and the fact that the Raven took them.
Honey Star will, up in the trees, use some leaves and pour a glass of tea for herself.
Drinking tea. Anything else? Revere. So you sit in contemplation, you see the flames seem to dull. Wind blows. And all of you can hear whispers upon it. It's an edge. Raise an edge.
Does anything happen with the tea? It was Devin's tea kettle, just so you know.
Okay. Gotcha. That would have been. Thank you.
I thought it was obvious, but I guess I was there. I was there with you, Jackie.
Whispers go through, Brazen Edge. The tea grows cold.
Did anybody else hear that?
Joe?
Oh, good. I was afraid I was hearing more voices.
Well, so was I. But Ervir sounds like the name I've heard you say a few times.
But who would be calling out to me here?
Who would be calling out to you by that name?
Oh yeah, isn't something hunting you? Should we be worried about that?
I mean, I'm not even sure what it is, but it's not a. I'll have to face it head on if it does.
If you get the opportunity to face it head on. The last time we went hunting, we ended up inside of a giant mimic.
Honey Star, the tea you poured grows warm again. It now has strong hints of cinnamon. It did not before.
She'll finish it.
Shit. Drink. It's warm as it goes down. To your voice. Don't forget to celebrate the transition, my friend. Seems like Devin's voice.
Transition? She starts thinking about that. Then she'll fly down. Hey guys. Yeah. I think we should celebrate.
Celebrate what?
The transition.
Well, it's obviously one of those holidays. The Day of Ascension, I think. Which day was it? Which one was that? What are we celebrating again? I was drunk for most of them.
Wait, are we celebrating an ascension or a transition?
A transition.
Okay.
Was when the Raven Queen made the transition into godhood.
So you would know ascension is about the ascension to godhood. Transition would be going from life to death, which is the domain of the Raven Queen. Would be those two terms used in her worship, her ascension, and she is matron of the transition.
Oh,
I guess we should celebrate Devin.
yeah.
The guy that killed Bim?
No. The guy who saved all of our lives.
Well, some of our lives. But yes.
Most of our lives.
Days of our lives.
I've never tried to celebrate this date before, but I mean, do gods just get offended if they get celebrated by someone? I mean, I guess it should be okay, right?
Well, I once met a nun who dabbled in transitions of gods, and I think they're cool with it.
Oh, all right, that's good to know.
Maybe it's like they have a special day so that that's the day it's okay for other people to also celebrate that god.
Right.
Every other day it's like, nope, you're in trouble now. But on that god's day, maybe it's okay.
Oh, so that's how it works. Okay.
Yeah.
So, in order to celebrate Devon, what we should do is do all the things Devon used to like to do.
Don't say killing bit. Don't say killing bit. Don't say killing bit. What did Devon like to do?
Well, he liked tea. He once let me read his fortune.
Bim also liked tea.
Not like Devon, though.
Oh. I didn't know there was more than one way to like tea. I thought there was just
is.
an either or. Okay.
He also used to be able to see into darkness in a way that very few can. His eyes would change color.
Like Orovir's.
Well, a little.
I didn't know him for very long, but the little time I knew him, he had a habit of putting himself in danger for the sake of others.
Did
We
we ever
celebrate that every day.
meet his husband?
I've never
I
met
don't
his husband.
think so.
I don't think so.
We gave the remains to Percival, and he took care of getting him to his husband.
Yeah, I think what we found out was that his husband was traveling with Triana.
Triana.
You know, the one we were supposed to hunt down in Amon, who seemed to have some connection to stealing the crystals. Some, I don't know, 50 episodes ago.
More like 80.
I'm sure she just must be some foot soldier of the League.
Maybe. Well,
It's possible.
I guess we could go down this rabbit's hole, but I have a feeling it would just overly complicate our paths forward. So,
Jackson, have you been digging again?
No! Blame Harper. I think she can dig now. I just leave me alone.
Oh,
by the way, I feel really strong. Like I can take on the world.
Yeah?
Yeah.
well, that's
Like-
good because we got a full day's travel to get to where we're going.
Hunting Star,
Yes.
you've always been able to take on the world.
I know. I just feel more than usual strong.
Oh,
Like I think this cinnamon tea really gave me some muscles.
Oh, you don't mean like emotionally or mentally or spiritually strong. You mean like you could probably pick up a tree limb now instead of just a little branch?
There is no other kind of strong I know of. So
I mean, you were able to carry this massive sword the other day. I really thought that it was just going to pull you right out of the air when you were holding on to it.
Well,
You been working out?
oh, I have. Yep. Drank lots of tea, and that's my my motto. She kind of
Tea builds
stretches.
muscles?
Yeah, you drink tea and build muscles.
Is that how that works?
That's right.
I also was kind of worried because I imagine like flying around with your wings, just you get no leg days at all.
Ordinarily, yeah. I mean, if you want to, we can take each other on. We can do like an arm wrestle.
I'm not that strong. We can give it a go if you want.
Yeah, let's do it.
Here we go.
Got 5 copper on Honeystar.
That's a bad idea.
Mortis.
I'll take that bet. As Honey Star fits into Jackson's palm.
Are we?
Do we roll athletics?
You doing arm wrestling? Yeah, that'd be athletics.
I would like to rage.
All right.
Your face is turning red. Is it supposed to do that?
I don't know.
Got an 11.
21.
Ah, shit! Ah! What the hell?
Tea.
Fucking hell.
Gotta drink more of it.
But it tastes like dirty leaf water.
Well, that's why we drink it out of this particular teacup today. This was Devin's teacup. It has magical properties guaranteed to make you strong. Only 5 gold a cup.
Wait, but does it make the tea taste better? Or just does it make you strong?
Makes you strong.
Still not worth it. It's gross. I can't help it. It tastes terrible.
Oh well.
All right, or for you, and land you 5 copper.
I had my shoulder wrong.
Thorn's just watching you guys shining his sword.
All right, do you have something for Lithra? I saw you go under mute.
Oh, nope. I would just. That's my mic, I
Okay.
think.
All right. You drink tea and arm wrestle. Any other festivities?
I drink double the alcohol for Bim.
Hey, do you guys want to have a drinking contest?
Set go. Mortis, you're not allowed to use the cheat mug.
No,
I'm sure I
last-
don't have that.
Oh,
Pretty sure you still have it.
oh wait, do I? Am I using the cheat mug on accident? I don't think I have it.
Either that, I lost it when I was captured, because I don't have it anymore.
Okay, I'm ready. Set. Go.
Would that be a constitution check?
Yeah, that would be con save.
And drinking's poison, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Drinking contest against a dwarf is probably not the smartest idea in the world.
I got good con. First one was a 15.
Alright, I've got advantage. Yeah, first one. 27.
Not even buzzed yet. Let's go. Second round. Let's go. 14. I'm feeling it a little bit now. Just a little.
25.
I can keep going. I can keep going. Oh, we're gonna rally. 21.
Natural 20 for 29.
We go again.
Scary. Like, just drinking water. Thorn's like,
19.
25. The advantage is killing you.
No. I think some of it's going in your beard. I don't think you're drinking all of it. I think it's hiding. Fucking 26. I can go all night.
You got me on that one. I only got a 22.
And just keep drinking until it's
And
just
then a 28 the next one.
bad.
yeah. So the liquor runs out, it seems, and they just keep going.
Where's the rum gone? Who drank all my alcohol? I want it back. We're still going.
I'll pour you some tea.
Is it rum?
Yes.
Nice. Doran, there's more. We can keep going. Oh, I think your rum went bad. It's no good. I didn't even know rum could go bad.
Amazing.
Tea rum.
Tea rum.
Oh, that's the next advice. Never pick a fight you can't win.
I'm gonna write it down. Hold on. Never quit. Let's go. Exclamation
Imagine
points.
all the letters big, super squiggly, and
I wrote it in Sylvan.
Oh, God.
Amazing. And then, all right, any other celebrations? All right, then you have merriment and drinking over fallen friends. And soon, whether you like it or not, for some of you, the bright sun brings the headaches and nausea to your status.
Can we go back to the place where the sun doesn't shine? Can we go north? Just for a day. Just for a little bit.
That's exactly where we're going. Just walk straight ahead.
I'm walking straight. It's I think I got turned around. Ah, there we go. Okay.
just follow Arula. You'll be fine.
You notice that Thorn's actually faster than most of you now. The drinking seemed to help his speed.
Thorin, both of you need to slow down.
Yes. In that case, you make your way back to Jordan Village, where there you can see within the streets there are some people who lie in it with mugs in their hand. So you do see the Shade Watch people at the gates, those unlucky enough to get Night of Ascension duty, having to stay sober, see you coming, raise their hand. There's markings of the Raven Queen, and there's confetti throughout. Some have begun cleaning up, but most are still very much hungover from the insane night of celebration of the dead.
Are the pieces of the Baylor hanging from the elephant as we return?
I mean, as much as possible, I think they'd be crammed into saddlebags, but
Because I imagine, like, in Witcher, when they mount the head to the side of Roach as, like, a trophy. Can we do that with the elephant?
Yeah, you could definitely do that. The big head.
spiders dragging behind like those wedding day cans, tied to the tail.
We came back with a lot of stuff we didn't leave with, including the elephant.
The white porcelain masks, this may symbol the matron of Waven, some cracked about, and as you enter in, any reactions as anyone's coming into the scene?
Well, Lithra is going to try to avoid those masks.
Just sort of sidestepped. You see Lithra giving a wide berth to all the paraphernalia.
Thorn's talking really, really loudly about people that aren't dwarves that can't hold their alcohol. And purposely tries to get close to them and then talk loudly.
I think at some point along the journey, Mortis and Arula get into a trunk blowing contest just to see how long Jackson can last.
You're scene, a few bells are rung, and you can see making their way to the office, the Shade Master. She's holding her head a little bit. Eyes go wide as she sees the Baylor head on all of you. Quickly runs and throws up. And comes back and walks into her office a bit disheveled.
Well, you look like you had a good time last night.
Her office. Oh, yeah, just 1 second. And she takes out a small yellow potion, drinks it. Goes, ah! Ow! Ooh. Alright, I'm alright. Okay. Oh, that's my sobriety potion. Wow. Alright.
Hail the conquering heroes.
So if you bring it in, I can't believe that has been on our books a long time.
Yeah, you can just check that one right off. And the spiders. We also got the spiders.
And then whatever this thing is, and he throws the head of the thing the Baylor summoned.
The Garishra.
And Alex, you took notes. What was the Baylor bounty?
Baylor altogether was 15,000 gold pieces.
Pieces, and for the spiders, I believe they'll give a 3,000 gold for what you brought back. They begin counting it out, and Joe's one. Get that out, ready to ship. Yep. Put that in the black box. Yeah. That's excellent. Excellent. Get all the pieces. Yeah. And then, is that the Garishro had you brought in? That would fall under miscellaneous Grand Fiend. So that will give you another 5,000 gold.
Nice.
So counts out to you 23,000 gold.
Yes.
You've done the Shade Watch proud.
By chance, you said this was shipping out. Is it going out to a month?
It's going out to the buyer, yeah.
Irvir would get a blank stare, but keep completely quiet.
Sometimes they're sponsored, and this one was a sponsored one. Someone wanted the bits. Of course, we keep that confidential. Only myself. But good job, and you are well paid. Oh, you have a new member? Is she official?
Yeah,
That one?
100%.
So you get a badge, so you go, welcome to Shadewatch. If they vouch for you, the Baylor, I can't imagine they don't. Sounds great. Okay. Anything I can do for you?
Can we get more of the bolts and arrows for killing fiends? Because we used a lot of them.
Yes. Absolutely.
I could use a quarterstaff as well.
You have your pick of the armory. With this, can't see any reason to stop you. So we've got, see here, any bolts you need. If you need to get a new weapon or two, that's perfectly reasonable. So you can have that. It's easy enough. They do have some more in stock.
Do you guys have a special buy for special weapons and armor and stuff like that?
Special buyer or?
But not buyer, seller. Like a special list of things someone sells you or you guys have that you sell to people.
Oh, unfortunately, no. We mostly use these. These do enough. They are able to cut through most of the defenses of fiendish entities. We don't have a selection of any type of magical things, except that would sometimes occasionally we'll pay for it if we think it'll be useful on future hunts, and we'll keep it in the general stock. I can see if we have anything currently, though you'd have to take another contract to have access to it.
Sad face. Okay, thank you. Sorry about that.
Anyone in the city?
I mean, there's people who might have. Might be willing to part with something, but there's not a, I don't know, a shop of magical things or anything like that.
Real quick, Jackson goes over to Mortis. And he's like, "Hey, Mortis,
Yes, Jackson.
I just had an idea. Totally up to you. But what if we got so that they have that black special material for the weapons to kill the fiends, right? What if we got caps to go on the end of a ruler's tusks? That'd be so cool, right?
If they can make such a thing,
I mean, they made everything else.
might be helpful.
Well, I mean, no offense, but from my experience blacksmithing, I think that would take time, and I know you guys said we don't have a super lot of time with that Night Watch contract. Matt, would I know roughly how many days it would take for a blacksmith to craft something like that with proficiency in blacksmithing?
You're talking about something you'd affix to the tusks of Arilla?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably be 1 to 2 days.
Okay.
If they had time, assuming that they could get right on it.
Oh, it's not as bad as I thought. But he just shares that information.
I mean, Siri, you need to soak that bow, right? Probably be easiest to do that if we weren't moving around.
Yeah.
So it stay in town might be worthwhile.
What about everybody else? Are you okay with maybe staying here? Well, yeah, staying here depending on if they're able to make these.
Do they have what kind of weapons they got?
I remember they had a lot. They had daggers, and they had arrows, and they had crossbow bolts, and swords, and short swords. They had the sling.
And spell focuses?
Oh,
Foci?
Foci.
Yeah, spell foci. I don't know how that works, but they had that. I don't remember what else.
Yeah. So standard weapons and foci, yeah.
And they've opened the armory to us. It's just a matter of whether they can make things with
just-
that particular material.
So it's just like weapons uncommon. Is that what I'm hearing?
Common weapons.
Common item. Okay.
A lot of it's that black stuff that keeps the Baylor from dying, or the demons from going back to. The
Yeah, it's the stuff that is able to do damage to the demons without being halved and keeps them from getting put into Ichor. They have more of that. That's what they have here.
All right. So are they telling us to take something?
If you needed something. Conversation was just about if you needed something or not, and they said if you needed something, that's fine.
Yeah, I'll get a quiver of arrows.
Sayuri will just resupply.
Quiver?
Thorn will also get a quiver.
I think Mortis restocked his quiver as well as picking up a quarterstaff, so.
But yeah, Mortis, if you think it's a good idea, then we can at least ask. And if it sounds like it takes too long, then maybe we don't bother with it. But if they think they can do it sooner rather than later, can't hurt to ask, right?
Is that a possibility, Shade Master?
To make
The blacksmith? Let's see. No, he cleared his orders, so I can. Let me see. And she goes out for a moment and comes back. A few minutes. Yes, he said about 2 days. If you want to equip your elephant.
So
Well.
the thing we took last time, it wasn't that wasn't uncommon.
I just got 2 regular daggers last time.
Okay, I might have recorded it wrong. Okay.
Yeah, I mean the it doesn't too much matter as far as common or uncommon, but it's probably more common. Could be uncommon. It just depends. It's more of a feel.
I guess I'll give it back.
Okay. If you want the slingshot that does that anymore.
I don't need it anymore. And they said we don't. So we're not. I'm sorry. Are we? Are we taking weapons here? I'm a little confused.
If you needed more, a lot of people are refilling on ammo because they want more ammo that prevents demons from going over to the pieces of the demons to go over to the other plane.
Okay.
So they're restocking. So because the weapons not only do the damage, but the last hit also keeps them from dissolving, so you can collect the bits.
Okay. That's any weapon here, right?
Yeah, they have the different weapons here that they will give you.
Okay. So I guess I'll grab something and it's a common, right? Just regular comments. Okay.
Standard whatever weapon.
All right. And
Okay.
They
So
did
there's
also
somebody
have-
already taking measurements on the tusks. What, Luke?
I was just saying, for spellcasters, they could also make it so that your spells don't destroy the demon or fiend. It keeps them here.
Oh,
Yeah, there's special foci. Yeah.
I'll pick one of those up.
I grab a great axe.
What'd you grab?
Great axe.
Great X. Okay. Amazing. Does that give you disadvantage?
I don't know.
I was gonna say with the small characteristic,
Yeah.
that might be actually a problem.
Because smart creatures, they have disadvantage with heavy weapons.
But if I rage, I got a regular attack.
If you reckless, which I think is level 2, isn't it?
No, it's rage, right? It's
No,
You have
it's
advantage
reckless.
on it. Oh, not attacks, not attacks.
No.
But you do get it. Okay. It's the damage that I was looking at. Okay. Well, I don't know. I'm just grabbing it.
Okay.
Maybe you can fly it up really high and just let it go.
I'm gonna swing it.
It does 20d6 gravity damage.
Amazing. All right. Okay. Anything else for what's going on here?
I think that's all I could think of.
Master, excuse yourself. Goes, all right. Thank you. I've got more things to see. How many people can move today?
Yeah. I mean, we could tell you guys we're having a party from way far away. Looked good.
Yes, a lot of death here, so a lot to celebrate.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Go find food. We need to resupply on alcohol.
Well, you might be able to find. So you go out and you can see. Looks like a celebration that was even bigger than the town, than the residents of the town. Like there was actually people brought in for something. But yeah. I'd say if you give a few hours, the stores eventually begin to reopen. Everything is a little bit like it's a more understood. No one's opening until noon, guys. Just chill out. That you experience. But with that, anything anybody wants to do in these kind of 2 days?
I'll train with my weapon.
Is there something you're trying to accomplish through that in game or not? Just
Honeystar is convinced she can learn how to use this weapon effectively.
so clumsily lift it, hardly can hit the broadside. It's like, because I do believe you have disadvantage because of the size. So you do definitely feel the awkwardness.
I posted the rule in chat.
Okay.
Creatures that are small or tiny have disadvantage if it's heavy.
It's more of a rule suggestion.
Nope.
I'm a barbarian. I'm going to use my great axe, even if it's disadvantage.
You got it.
Maybe if you can get the momentum, it's just like a buzz saw. Flip it
Yeah.
around.
And just so you're aware, you are aware that you can't cast spells when you rage, right?
Not right now, I can't.
Okay.
But when I go Rage Mage, I can.
All right. So 2 more levels.
Yep.
All right.
Ervir would offer help to Sayuri if she needs it to get her bow soaking in the holy water.
Yep, Mortis would also be in that trio.
Do I need help soaking my bow in holy water?
They can make it for you. They can make sure it's covered.
Okay. Well, I
They're,
know
just, they're
more.
just willing to help you. That's all they're saying. They want to make sure
They just
you're able
hold
to-
you over the thing while you lower the bow down in.
Thank you.
It's been us in Honeystar for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, it has.
At some point during the day, after restocking on alcohol, Jackson's just gonna find a place, kind of at the base of a tree, and take out the Sovereign Blade and kind of set it down. And he's going to take the dark bow and unwrap it so that he can see the carvings along the side of it. Sovereign, can you hear me?
Yes.
I was just wondering, since you're sort of a weapon, do you know things about other weapons?
I mean, if you're asking me, do all weapons know each other? No.
Yeah. Oh. You don't have like a fun club you meet at sometimes wherever you are?
Oh,
But that just sounds lonely. Okay. Alright, I'll try someone else. Thanks.
okay.
And I'll go try to find Ervir.
Just hold her steady, Mortis. Don't drop her in.
I think
All right.
Rula's got this.
All right.
Sorry.
Let's do this with Sayuri. So Sayuri, with their help, you're able to push this bow that in of itself has been carved, and you see it's as though it was carved from living tree, corrupt. And as it's in the holy water, it begins to bubble and boil and steam as more water needs to be pushed over it. Seems to be detoxifying, pushing out the fiendish influence of this. And as a final bit from what you were told, you need to inscribe upon it an enemy that you wish to see their demise.
Oh. I think the only person she actually has a name to, but I can't remember the name, is the tiefling vampire lady. So I think she'd do that. I don't think the league, like, I could just put the league and then that'd be okay. I don't think that counts.
That would be Ixratu Kar.
Yeah, that's right. It's very close to Nosferatu. Yeah. Ixratu Kar, yeah. She carved that name in there.
Okay. In that case, as you do with the ritual here, it slowly burns, and out is this beautiful bow, crafted lovingly. And it whispers, "Swift defeat to my enemies." We have an oath bow.
Awesome. Thank you.
Look, and you can look at your command phrase when you want to use its abilities.
Okay.
All right. In that case, if you wanted to find Mortis, enough time goes by where they've done the ritual to fully transform this into an oath bow.
Yeah, Jackson will go looking for it earlier.
What's up, Jackson?
Hi. So I asked the Sovereign, but they didn't know. So I thought maybe since you have connections to higher powers, and higher powers know all the things, that might be able to help me with something.
Okay.
Okay. But first, it has to do with the Rumble Guy's bow. And if that's like a problem for you, then I can find someone else. There's no problem. But I just thought you might be able to help.
His eyes flare up a little bit. Not a problem at all.
Okay. Yeah. Get, unwrap just the kind of the center where the handle is, and reveal the carving on it.
Right, those are the carvings of almost a story of a young boy lured out by fairies or pixies to their death, breaking their neck as they fell out of their window.
And so when Honey Star saw this, she seemed kind of concerned / confused, and I was wondering if it was so like if you could ask your deity or something like that what the story behind the carving is. Like why did they carve this particular thing on the bow or something like that.
And Matt, correct me because I'm just speculating here at this. What we just went through with the oath bow, where he just saw Sayuri carve a name into it. Potentially, he carved the story, basically, like Sayuri just carved a name in her bow to go after it, but as far as the story itself, I mean, that's Honeystar knows that story.
Yeah.
But we can try to see if there's any enchantments on the bow. Sayuri's actually really good at that.
Yeah. Do you think she'd mind taking a look? I know she also kind of has a connection to this thing.
Irvi will look back and Sayuri?
Yeah.
Jackson would like to know if you can identify this bow for him.
Which bow?
The guy we killed, his bow. The
Yeah, but-
guy.
You mean Rumble Guard?
Yeah, that guy.
Okay. Yeah, I can identify it.
And can you like focus on the carving?
I don't think it'll tell. I don't think identify will tell me anything like that. It'll just tell me if it's like what it can do and its magical properties and stuff like that. If it's magical.
If we want more, we may need to do the thing that Irvi did with that orb that we found
Orb?
back when we were traveling with Nala.
That was a crazy idea. I mean, yeah, I can definitely do that.
Okay.
I don't know.
So
That
you want me to identify it or not?
yeah. I mean, any information we can find out about it. It just Honeystar seemed kind of concerned about it, so I was hoping I could get her some answers.
Okay.
But, now I thought about like getting her first and bringing her in, but then I was like, well, what if I don't know? Should she be here for this? Should we go find her first?
I mean, somebody could go look for her while I identify, and she could be here for, I guess, that legend lore thingy that Revere does.
Well, for that, I still need to buy some stuff for that.
Oh,
Oh,
what do you need?
Pulls out a little piece of parchment that he's got. He's been writing like a wish list. For that one in particular, I need some ivory strips and some incense.
Well, all you got to do is just write down what you need and give me the money for it, right? +5 extra gold.
5, okay. And he'll hand you the whole parchment and hand over about 2,505 gold pieces.
Okay. She'll put it in her component pouch and wait for, I don't know, however long it takes for it to come through.
Yeah, it's pretty quick as your magical thing puts to the store. The store takes its 5 gold fee and gives you the components.
There you go. All right, here you go. She dumps it out at Aravir's feet.
Oh man, half of that stuff was breakable. I think you just.
Yeah, it's fine. It's magical.
Okay, I'll leave this with you, and I'll go find Honey Star.
Okay. And Sayori will start ritual casting detect whatever it's called. Identify.
And I'll go look for Honey Star.
Where will they find Honey Star?
In the middle of town, swinging an axe.
Ah.
Honey Star. Shit, Honey Star. Almost lost an ear. It's fine. Honey Star, do you have a minute?
I have several.
Great. Your form's looking good already.
Of course, I'm a barbarian.
Yep. Sorry, I got distracted. Okay. So, do you remember the dark bow that I've kind of been carrying around?
Yes.
I was thinking that now that we have a little bit of time while we wait, and in a relatively safe location, maybe we could try to use magic to find out more information about the carving that was on the bow. Is that okay with you?
I mean, I think so.
Okay. Do you want to be there when we find it out, or do you want to continue swinging the axe at those unsuspecting tree stumps or whatever you were aiming at, and I could relay?
No, I should be there.
Okay. Are you ready to go now?
Well, yeah, I guess.
Okay. And I'll lead Honey Star back. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I didn't know that everybody's going to be here for this, and now it feels weird that Thorin and Lythra aren't here. Are you guys okay with me going to find them?
I mean, they haven't heard the story, so I guess that's fine.
Okay, I'll be right back. Where do I find Thorin and Lythra? There's so much running lately.
Lythra is just probably somewhere copying spells, so should be easy to find.
Matt, would Thorn have been able to find like 10 different people from this Shade Watch he could pay 5 gold each to have it to train with him?
Definitely the second day. The first day they are very, very not great. But yeah.
So he'd be in a courtyard and he'd be blindfolded with a bunch of people coming at him and trying to attack him.
Oh, I gotcha. Perfect.
He does have blind sight, but he's just trying to demonstrate to them to get them to be better because he
Training
has a
everybody.
tendency of wanting other soldiers to get better.
So yeah, I think Jackson would have better luck finding Thorin first. Thorin! Thorin!
What?
I know you're in the middle of training. Do you have any interest in finding out magic information about a longbow that... It's a long story, and I'm very bad at telling it, but everybody else got together, and I thought you might want to be there too.
Do
It's
I
up to you.
want to, or will I? And he you see like all of them just like pushing him down, and then he just like shrugs them all off and like throws them to the side. Okay, I guess.
Oh, he landed funny. It's fine. You ready to go? Oh, we gotta find. We should find Lithra. Where do you think Lithra is? Up in the trees?
I don't know. I'm still blindfolded.
Oh, yeah. That might be. I'll find her. They're over at the place where everybody is, wherever the name of that place is. I tell Thorin what it is, and I run off. Oh man, she could be anywhere. There's so many trees.
All right. How about this? We just yell for her, and eventually,
Lithra!
and Thorin just starts yelling too.
You hear something like fall from the trees. It's like a book, and she falls down, like trying to catch it, but failing miserably. And she's like, yes. Were you calling me?
Yeah. We're all getting together for story time. You want to join?
Sure. Yeah, I love stories.
Great. We're gonna go this way. Okay, follow me.
Stay within 10 feet of me, though.
Okay.
I'm still training.
Can you see? How does that? I don't know how that's training. You're just walking around with the blindfold on.
Try and hit me.
No. What if you walk into a tree, or a root, or like a bench?
Well, do me a favor. Just try and throw a fist. I'll catch it.
I'd pick up and I throw a rock at him.
He catches.
Okay, we're gonna. Oh, you're in trouble now because
He has
anytime
10-foot
you might get a rock
blind
thrown
sight.
at you. And you just got to be ready 24/7 for a rock at any given moment. Okay, let's go.
Alright. And he unblindfolds himself. Just because knowing Jackson so far, he is halfway expecting a rock at any moment now.
I will return to where everyone else is.
All right, so you all gathered. A piece of town here. You've begun to make their way, and what would you like to do? So you've got Lithra here.
Yeah. Did I miss it? Did it work yet?
I ritual cast.
So you've been ritually casting it, getting it ready.
Yeah.
You doing identify, or are we doing?
I'm doing identify. That's the only thing I can do is identify. Uravir is the one that does legend lore.
So, name of this is called The Righteous Fae Killer. It gives +3 to attack rolls, +3 to damage made with this item. And when killing, actually, when injuring a Fae, all Fae within 30 feet have to make a wisdom save or be frightened until the end of your next turn.
Sayuri just kind of shoves it away from her in disgust as she relays all that information.
I wonder who made it.
maybe. Yeah.
Because whoever it is has information.
Yeah. Is this an item? Well, okay, I don't know how magic works. I don't know if like you can track who made it based on the item that was made. I don't.
Well, here's what I know. This item should not exist in the way it looks. Or I have false memories. Look, as you can see, the story on the staff shows 2 pixies luring a child out of a window where he fell and here broke his neck. I was told this story was wrong. My memories told me it was wrong. That there was only one pixie. No one else would have any reason to believe there were 2. Did I make it?
Honeystar, I think I remember at some point you told us that your sister was involved.
No, not my sister. My cousin.
But that would mean there's 2 of you.
Well, that's the thing. My cousin, Vi, she wasn't actually there. I had believed she was. Up until we went to the Feywild and my memory was restored, and I remembered that I wasn't a satyr, that I was a pixie, and also remembered that there was no other pixie with me that night. I've never spoken about this story, except for that one time I told all of you in the Feywild. It's always been a source of regret, and now even more so. But if this exists the way it looks right now, it means that some part of my memory, whatever was giving me that memory, whether it was myself or something else, must have also played a role in creating the weapon.
That seems likely. Arvia, your spell, does it give insight into the creation of the weapon?
I mean, last time I did it, it was an ancient item. I mean, I don't know. This is relatively a new item. Lithra, you know more about magic. Isn't there spells that can alter your perception or the way that you remember things?
Yeah, there are powerful spells that can change your memories.
Are there powerful spells that can be placed on an object to change what the object looks like? Maybe it's the carving that has magic on it.
I am not aware of such magic, but if we can learn what spells are affecting this item, then maybe we can dispel it if that's in place.
Or I could see if anything is affecting Honeystar.
Well, that's the thing. Like, maybe something is, right? What if there are 2 pixies? What if Violet was there, and when we went to the Feywild, it messed with my brain, and gave me a false memory.
Well, there's only one way to find out. As she puts her finger on Honeystar's forehead, and she'll just use a spell slot to identify.
Okay. So, Honeystar, any magical effects affecting you?
None that I'm aware of. Except
What?
for just being a fae.
Yeah, so you don't get back that there's any current enchantments on
But-
Honeystar.
Here was the story, as I remember it, or I used to remember it, that Violet and I met Rumbleguard at a tavern here on the material plane. And he was having a grumpy night. And Violet decided to play a little prank on him, just something harmless. She just tied his shoelaces together, But he got real angry, grabbed her, clipped her wings, left with her. But eventually she made her way back, and she was really angry and convinced me that there was an even better prank we could play. And I was trying to get her to drop it, but she was saying, no, it's all good. It's cool. I'm fine with it. My wings are back, but we still should play him another prank just to make him happy. And so we went to his house, sat on the windowsill, and Violet started doing her singing. And that's when the boy was there. And then it was too late. He was lured by the song, and she just kept backing up. And forever I thought that's the way it played out until I went to the Feywild and remembered that Violet didn't even exist. What if I'm thinking about this all wrong? What if Violet is real? What if Violet wanted me to think I did it? What if she's still out there? I mean, she was always a little, out there. The memory I have of her, that I'm not even sure is a real memory.
Can't you cast sending?
Yes.
Why don't you try sending her a message?
Okay. Oh gosh, what should I say? Oh, okay. I got something. So she will think to this vague recollection of what is in her mind possibly a fictional recreation of magical things meant to protect her mind, unsure of it, but named Violet, a cousin pixie with purple wings, and whose pranks were always a little bit more on the chaotic evil side of things. Vi? It's me, Honeystar. How have you been? Just wanted to check in and make sure you were okay. Please get back to me soon. Okay, I sent something.
Goes out. There's no response.
I'm not getting anything back. I don't know if that means she doesn't exist or if she's ignoring me or. Does it feel like when I sent Silver a message? Or does it feel like different?
I'd say you don't get like there was a connection.
Okay. Maybe she doesn't exist. Or she's dead. Like everyone else. I'm not even sure if I'd be happy to hear from her or not. I think I would be, though. I mean, even though it's kind of screwed up to set me up for that, I'd be happy to see family again.
Honey Star, if she's anything like Gregoria, you're better off.
She's nothing like Gregoria. Gregoria wasn't evil. Gregoria's my friend.
She took your Fey domain from you.
Yeah, but that's just our thing, you know? I mean, I take something from her, she takes something from me. We've been doing that for years. She actually really likes me deep down inside.
Is she still alive?
Gregoria? Yeah, we let her live.
So she's just out there somewhere plotting to take something from you again?
I hope so. I hope I still
Okay.
mean that much to her.
Okay. Just out of curiosity, what does Gregoria look like?
Tiefling.
Okay.
Kind of bluish skin.
Okay.
Very pretty.
Okay.
Likes to play games, especially card games.
Okay.
Big on gambling.
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay. I'll be on the lookout. Just in case.
Oh well, it was worth a shot. It was worth a shot. Maybe we can keep the carving though. Maybe.
Are we doing the legend lore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do one.
Honey Star knows nothing but it.
So, well, because they were saying that was part of what they were going to do when they got you. Just put the shards out. Anything before we transition to that? That sound good?
I'm good.
Case. And Uruvir, you've been able to cast this so others can see what is happening. Do you want to do that now, or do you want only you to see it?
No, this is not. This I feel that anything that he sees, he would want everybody else to.
Case. You take the ivory bits, begin burning the incense, placing it so that it surrounds the dark bow, the righteous Fey killer. As you allow it and say the words upon Uruvir, you see the eyes of Catriel sprout from their face and glow as incense burns. The smoke ravels around the bow itself, seeps in, and then explodes out in this hemisphere around all of you. The bits of ivory break for a moment as white light creates images, scenes. There, you see a much younger Rumbagard. Human man, dark hair, muscular. He kneels, cradling a young boy whose neck has been snapped. He weeps. You see the sun rise upon him, and he has not moved from his weeping. The sun sets, and he has not moved from his weeping. For 3 days he mourns his child. Gets up, looks about, takes samples. As he holds above, he sees the tiniest bit of pixie dust. With this, he picks up his boy, moves them to the basement of his cottage. Places him in a stone case. Then lowers the stone case upon a cart. Travel.
Sorry, Matt, you cut out there. He lowers the case where?
He loads it on a cart,
Oh,
large horse, and he begins to travel. Where you just get the sense of traveling and traveling. Somewhere north, snow comes as it seems winter is here. He ceases to eat. And there, he keeps searching, refusing to eat, just drinking, eventually dragging this stone case through this winter frozen landscape. You see icicles of tears that have formed from his eyes and now come from his chin. Eventually, his strength fades. He falls into the snow, and the snow stops. And there, before him, is an altar of ice. The bit that he has, his last remnants, he places the stone case with his son's body upon it. Begins writing in his own blood. Does anyone read Infernal?
let me check. I just learned Sylvan. I can't learn more than one language. Would comprehend languages or tongues give me that ability?
I think in this moment, you can use that to have this translate 100%.
Okay.
I'll take that. And so to translate for everyone, mixes with the magic that is happening. And you see written, I am nothing but my vengeance. There is nothing left for those that have killed my, because of those that have killed my son. Whatever there is will be yours. Please answer me. I beseech you, Levistus.
Knew it!
As he finishes writing, the stone is encased in ice, and this ice rises higher and higher beyond sight, and within it is a enormous being trapped. But the ice vibrates. Speak and ask. Beautiful one, I am your friend. I will give you what you wish. The ones that killed my son. I wish to know them. I wish to kill them. And all like them. Any who would find this something that they could do. Knowledge, the voice answers. And the means of vengeance. And in that moment, see a line of icy light strike out into the man's mind. And Honeystar, you can see within there the false memories that you told yourself, the things that you thought of you and this other one, as though it was pulled from your mind. I share with you the knowledge. They smile and laugh while my son has been killed. They do. The Fae always rejoice at their tricks, my friend. Now, go. From those that reside in the trees, so you make your weapon. You see him mercilessly hunting dryads, cutting down their trees, using the wood to forge and to form this bow, drenching it with their blood. As icy power drips from him, enchanting it, making it the Fae Killer, as the memories that he has received, or the stories and tales that would be told of this event is what he believes to be true. As he carves the bow. I can't do it for him. The icy voice, long gone now, answers. You merely ask, and I shall train his soul to finish if you fail. I ask, and it is done. Gets up and walks with his bow, and the legend lore fades.
Olivia.
As the legend lore fades, Erger just collapses, exhausted of the exertion.
There's still a part that doesn't make sense to me.
Which part?
What does he think happened at the tavern? Or what did he think happened? Because I remember what happened. If the memory is false, does that mean he thought the false version was true? Or the real version?
Seems as though the memory he received was the one with you and your cousin luring him out.
I mean the tavern, Rivier, not the killing.
That's what I'm saying. That's the memory he received. It didn't really show anything about the tavern. So to him, this might have been. He didn't necessarily associate you guys with having seen you guys at the tavern before.
Was what you remembered from the tavern true? Do we know
No.
that?
It wasn't. But I remember what really happened. And now I'm more determined than ever that I have to save his son.
Did I hear that right? That this demon or devil or whatever it is in the ice is training his son's soul somewhere?
Yeah.
That's what it sounded like to me.
I thought we could save him. I hope we still can.
Would we know what this demon, where this demon is, like his name, his history? Matt, that was a question for.
I thought you guys fire. I thought Luther was asking the group. Give me a religion check.
$14.
Guidance. Oh, sorry.
Okay, that's a D4, right?
No, I think yes. It's
Sorry, that was a joke. I don't actually have guidance.
I thought, yeah. Never mind.
Sorry.
Yeah, 14.
14. The name Levistus is more of a list you've heard as one of the archdukes of the Hells.
That demon was really powerful.
Well, yeah, it beamed a memory right into his brain. That's crazy. Like it beamed a fake memory right into his brain. Who would do that? Who would just give someone false information like that? Make them think they know something that they don't actually know.
Is that demon your enemy? Why would he do that?
Well, if he was, I'm a little, I don't know, but that must have been a long time after his son died. Then the fake memories, they came when I left the Feywild. I became a satyr. But then again, the Fae does travel with time differently. In any case, all I know is this. If there's a way to save his son, I would love to do it. But if this is just another hunt down and kill, I won't do it.
How do we save his son?
That's why I was saving the head. I thought if I found a cleric, but now if his soul is not willing, it wouldn't matter.
Oh.
And no telling how long his son has been corrupted by the demon. He could be fully grown by now and truly angry. And to be honest, I thought I had already paid for this crime when Balin killed me. But if we went and fought him, he's one person I would not fight. He would deserve his revenge. I'm the villain in that story.
We did not hunt down Rumbleguard.
I know.
And if
I know.
he comes after us,
No. I'm not talking about Rumbleguard at all. Rumbleguard's gone.
I understand. I'm saying if we're not going to go hunt down this demon, but if he comes after us, as Rumbleguard did, we won't have a choice but to fight.
With the demon, maybe, but not. What I'm saying is, I won't fight the son. I killed him in cold blood, knowing full well what I was doing. He was a child, and I murdered him. I created Balin Rumbleguard, and no one more than me knows revenge, vengeance. There has to be an end to it. And if it ends with him coming after me, I would like that to be the true end of it.
So, I understand. But it also sounds like this really powerful devil isn't just training the son's soul to come after you. It's going to train it to pick up where Rumbleguard left off and go after all Fae.
Therefore, the Fae will have to deal with it.
Okay.
I don't know enough about demons and devils to know what to do. But I imagine if we're going to help restore this son, we're going to have to free him from the influence of this demon. Or is it demon or devil? I don't know the difference. Do you? Look at the group.
An archduke?
Archduke? Man, that's a cool title. Honeystar, can I be an archduke?
I don't know.
Okay.
But I'm all for that part of the plan, Mortis.
Well, I wouldn't call it a plan yet. It just is the only option that jumps out at me.
What I know is that we're not strong enough to take him on right now, and it's something we might have to deal with later. But
Well, we have a lot on our plates ahead of us already.
exactly. What do we do with this weapon? It's too dangerous to give to someone. We can't sell it. I'd like to keep the carving, but I don't want the weapon.
Perhaps we can find some way to destroy it, but I think that's going to be a journey all its own.
I might know. There's someone I can ask for help, unless one of you knows.
I was thinking the same thing, Bobby.
Okay, this is. I just wanted to throw out there because it was a thought I had, and it's not a great thought. It's not a great thing to think about because it has to do with war. But I've heard Bim and Sayori, and we keep talking about this impending war with the Shadowfell, right? Creatures in the Shadowfell, they're Fae, right?
Yeah, that could explain a lot. Maybe this.
The Shadowfell,
Yeah.
like the Shadar-kai and everything, they're not actually Fae.
Oh, they don't count?
I don't think.
There.
No.
They are Fae?
Regardless, it could be that this creature, the spirit that has been trained, is the one instigating the Shadowfell and driving them into the organized effort that they've just sort of created to take over the Feywild.
I wasn't thinking that far into it. I was thinking this is a weapon that is used against Fae, and our enemies in the Shadowfell are Fae.
Yes, but even using the weapon would hurt allies too. I mean, anyone in 30 feet of it.
Right?
Yeah, it could be a danger to us.
And also, if the Shadar-kai got a hold of it, because we'd be sending someone in there alone, essentially. I don't like the possibility of this thing ending up in the hands of anyone that could do more harm.
Well, I don't think it's nice to send a powerful weapon to, into a war. Then what if the Shadowfell gets, more powerful weapons and all things like that? I don't think you should try to use it to hurt Shadowfell people.
I mean, I think the best bet is giving it to Jackson to use to righteously to try and help fix what's caused or someone in the party. I know Siri's got a really nice bow. Other than myself, which I'm not nearly as fast as Jackson is on things, so I think Jackson's the better fit than me. But I mean, I think that using something bad in a good way to redeem it is the best way of fixing the problem. And I think if we did use it against the Shatterkai, I mean, if it scares a few of the party members, theoretically, if you're using the bow, you're in the back anyways. I really don't think it would create too much problems in the party, but that's just my personal opinion.
My official take on it is that this bow has this deep connection to Honeystar. So, Honeystar, whatever you think should be done with this bow is what I think should be done with the bow.
There's someone I can probably ask for help with it.
Okay.
And if nothing else, maybe they can check it out or have a recommendation. So I'm going to send a sending to Breaker. Burke, we have Rumbleguard's weapon, potentially dangerous to all Fae. Need help deciding what to do with this item. Your advice is heavily appreciated here.
Well, Mistress, I think that typically we would lock such a thing up. So desire something dangerous to the Fae would potentially be dangerous to any Fae realm. So it might not be best to lock within there, but some type of vault. Where something can grow to be forgotten and guarded. Certainly those who would hate Fae could track it by their hate, so you'd want to keep it protected.
Okay. Riker pretty much said what I figured. Obviously, we can't send it back to the Feywild, and obviously there's nowhere that's really going to be able to protect it. I think for now, what we should probably do is Jackson, keep it on you, but I would recommend not using it because there is still a lot about it we don't know. If this was brandished by Levistus, All I know is there are a lot of people in this party that this item has the potential to harm. And even being caught with it could make us traitors of all Fae. But on the other hand, we can't exactly destroy it. There's nowhere truly to protect it. Possibly Whitestone, but I wouldn't want to put it on them.
What about the Gilmore person? He knows a little about magic, and he probably has to protect a lot of magic things.
That's actually very good. Yes, we could ask Gilmore. He might have a price to keep it protected, but that would be better than not having it protected. And then if it turns out we needed to use it, we could always go back. Where was the closest Gilmore's to us?
There was one in.
I think it'll be in Craighammer once we get there. Where that's on the way. Because we're planning to go there anyways.
Okay.
Would Thorn, because he's been around most of Tal'Dorei, know if there's a Gilmore's in Craighammer?
I mean, I don't know if you've been there recently enough to know. The last time you were there was not one.
Okay. Sorry. There.
Only ones that you are aware of as a party are Aman, Westeron, and Whitestone.
Wouldn't Western be the closest?
That we know of. Yeah, I think.
How many days away was that from here?
A lot.
That's what I figured, but still.
We're kind of in the sticks right now. We're
Well,
almost equidistant from all three of those places.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah,
have to
no.
go to Whitestone here soon anyways.
yeah, and
That's probably the best bet.
we have been carrying it, so
Yeah.
I guess we'll continue to carry it for now until we find Gilmore.
Okay. So I will gently take it, and wrap it back up.
Jackson.
Yeah.
And she kind of flies over to you, a little out of earshot. I'm the reason this weapon exists. It's very important that you not use it. Even if you think that you have to.
Got it.
Thank you. And she'll fly up to find a tree for the night.
Then we'll go ahead and take our break, and then we will return. Alrighty. We go.
I'm hit back.
Ready? You. Right. Got some information, and some people have gone up in trees. So what's next, everybody?
Sayuri, after all that happens, Sayuri gets a sending from Shiny. So when she goes to into trance, she's gonna go talk to Babieri. And we don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's So you're basically we could just we sort of make that part of Tuesdays.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool. As long as you're good with it. But I appreciate the continuity.
I think the next morning, Mortis would find Honeystar and let's say, Honeystar, they've got this spice here that they've said is particularly good for adding to meals, and I've yet to experiment with it. Why don't we try to make something?
Okay. What did you have in mind?
Well, I don't really know much about what it's meant to be paired with, but I thought maybe the two of us could come up with something together. I'm thinking maybe a stew, more curry-based, or something similar, but
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe we can combine that with a cuddle cake and see how it goes.
Yeah, I see what you're putting out there. Maybe we could add a couple of scoops of ice cream in the stew and create little mountains of glaciers, and I think this could work.
I've never tried ice cream in a curry.
It never
Or stew.
occurred to you.
Yes, yes. Indeed. Well, let's put our heads together and see what we can come up with.
All right.
Cooking check is wisdom plus proficiency, right?
Yep.
Yep.
That's a 24 for Mortis.
And mine is 25.
Okay, so what are you trying to make?
I think what ends up happening is we make a curry using the shade grass, and then we top the curry with deep fried. I don't know if you've ever had deep fried ice cream, but I think we top the curry with deep fried ice cream.
That'll
And
work.
that's our breakfast.
Okay, yeah, so it's almost like a radish almost flavor. So it's very acrid.
I also add in a dose of Hero's Feast in that breakfast.
Nice.
As long as there's bacon, Jackson's happy.
Okay, so you have a nice acrid hero's feast.
Does the I guess that seasoning stuff, does that affect Sayuri at all? I don't know if that shadowy creature thing was I guess, fiendish in nature or anything like that.
Yeah, having it this one time doesn't quite, but I think as much as the taste kind of brings you back to that moment. It's like the when that thing approached you, the feel in your nose and mouth is similar to that moment, almost like a refresh of the memory.
Okay.
So max goes up by 8 and temporary hit points of 2. And then, of course, you get all the other things too. Like frighten, poison, immunity, wisdom save advantages.
All right, so are we ready to go and find a tree?
We'll see if the blacksmith is finished first.
All right, check it on that. They have fitted the metal tips for the elephant's trunks.
That is so cool.
Metal.
Now it's a war elephant.
Do I owe them anything for this, or is it part of our membership as to the Shade Watch?
It's considered part of it, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now we can go hunt for a tree. If everybody else is ready.
I think our business here is concluded.
Seraphina, are you coming?
I have to.
Good. Okay,
Just into the demon-infested place because you keep me so safe.
I am detecting sarcasm. My daughter has leveled up.
Oh, is she 15 now?
Try 8.
Going on 13.
All right. So you're headed back into Umber Hills and trying to get to the Grey Valley.
Yep. We're just prepared if anything hits us along the way.
And as soon as we leave the village proper out into the forest, Harper reappears, walking beside Jackson, again leaving footprints.
Out into the Umber Hills. How are you going about navigating?
I think having seen Thorin unsuccessfully navigate, I think Mort is sitting atop his elephant, so he has a nice high sight line, would offer to lead the navigation this time.
Watch out for spider webs! Guidance.
You don't have guidance.
I use like in spirit.
I would like to do help with it. Never mind.
What?
Oh, never mind. He rolled well.
Oh,
Because Jackson's guidance.
I mean, I've always had relatively high survival. We just always let somebody else navigate. Which has gone so well in the past. It's 19.
and you still make your way, trying to find the best paths through the Dark Hills today. Now, doesn't everyone roll me a d20?
Ten.
I'm sorry.
You rolled a 1, didn't you?
Maybe.
3.
Every time. Oh my god, that's 2 3s. Do we get a bonus?
I'll multiply the enemies by 3. Okay, sounds good.
Awesome, that's more experience points, right?
19.
Okay. Very good. So then you push through, and let's say we'll go here during your second day of pushing through the Umber Hills. You see Escatha is high. See, there are ghostly camps ahead. Lumbering forms, spectral and corporeal, but clearly undead, are all upon the way forward in fields and hills, wearing the old armor.
They friends of yours, Luther?
Can you make friends with them? Can you just go be like, hey, fellow?
I'm not sure that's how it works. Like, do they look like they're under control of someone, or are they just hanging out?
Guess a perception check.
No.
Guidance.
Yeah, guidance.
Uh, 17.
Some seem like they're doing rote behaviors. Definitely those that are incorporeal seem more with it, like they're following orders or they're giving orders. Seems like there's a mixture of some that seem to be half here, half in a preparation for a battle long gone.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure if I can make friends with them. Like, I'm undead, but I don't really have any undead friends. I've never tried that before.
I mean, when else are you going to have the chance? Unless you
Yeah.
don't want to make friends with undead.
Well, she's going to try to message one of the undead from her position. She's going to say, what are you doing here?
Which one are you trying to message?
Like
you
one
looking
of the more like less battle ready ones, maybe a ghost or something like that.
Pauses, looks towards you. The form of a woman, almost like half orc. They look towards you. You've brought the living. Are they to be feasted upon?
No, I mean, she cast message again before she realized she can't hear. No, I mean, like, I didn't really bring them here. Like, they kind of came here, like, you know, on their own. And I don't think, like, feasting is a good thing, friendly thing to do here. Can we just pass through, you know?
Figure begins to approach. And they answer back, whispering so that you can hear. What are you willing to pay for passage? I
What
seek knowledge of all types.
knowledge you seek?
Secrets. Things that are valuable.
What secrets do you usually take? Like, when you take it, does it just go away for the people who gave it, or?
No. No. That would be weird.
Why you gotta make it weird?
Yeah, there's nothing weird about this undead exchange, but okay.
To another undead. They're like, yeah, what are you talking about?
And Lisbeth kind of turns and look at the party and says, I think they want payment, like secrets and such.
This figure, all you can see is now approaching.
Secrets.
Do we? I don't think we have secrets from each other. Or looks towards everyone.
I mean, I have secrets. I mean, obviously from military side, but you're not getting them from me without prying them from my cold dead body. Sorry, but nation security comes first.
I mean, who do these secrets need to be secret from?
Are you looking for secrets from anyone or just?
Now they've approached and stand before you. This dark figure, ghostly, like almost images of ghosts seem to radiate from their body. I'm particularly interested if you have information on where books might be. Old books, tomes, things of rarity.
Like a library?
You weren't supposed to give it to them yet.
Tell me a library I do not know of. That will certainly earn my favor to talk and arrange for your passage.
Son, didn't you say there was one in Rawhold?
I
No.
see 7, and we can get 7.
Wouldn't we have to know which ones you know of first?
I'll let you know when you tell me.
Can Thorn look around to make sure like things aren't trying to surround us while this conversation's happening?
Now give me a perception check.
All right.
Mortis would also be watching for that.
And Urgir would just kind of.
Not very well, apparently. That's a 13.
Damn it. Rah, rah. Aha. Good roll.
What'd you get, Thorin?
25.
They've drawn a little closer, but they're not surrounding. And they're not continually drawing closer. They've just closed the gap and stopped.
Well, perhaps you would let us go on our way. And if we come across things that we think might be valuable, perhaps we can seek you out.
No. Plus, I'm not stopping you anyway. Am I?
Well,
If you wish to contend and have them rip you to shreds, please be my guest.
very well. Shall we continue?
I'm good with that. I'm willing to fight my way through about anything.
Well, I
mean,
only think I've ever visited one library, and it's probably one they already know, so. Unless
Lizard
somebody else-
wouldn't. Yeah, sorry. Lizard wouldn't really know anything on the material plane, but does she know anything like outside of it from her studies? And
I mean, you'd know where you studied. I mean, that could be a place.
okay, but she wants 7. Is that what she said?
She's saying each person gives something.
Oh,
Is what she's asked.
that's going to be difficult.
Does Sayuri remember any libraries in the Feywild?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some circles that you would know of.
Well, I know of this library at this point in this part of the Feywild.
So there was one of the Eladrin specifically, I think that you would know of their war library.
No. Yeah, there's a war library of the Eladrin in the Feywild. If you could get there.
Oh, that's not too much of a problem. Perfect. 6 more.
Didn't Jono go into a place with a bunch of books? Does that count?
Yeah, there's a library that appears when you ring a bell. You just got to find the bell.
Oh,
Last time it was seen just south of here.
And opens and closes in space. I accept this as your second.
The Thor is going to try to approach the ghost further, just like whisper to her, almost like. So I know there's a library in the Shadowfell, in Tharenvala. Do you know where that is?
You've named the place in your memory. She puts her hand out. That will do.
Okay. She backs up.
the place with the book that the demons popped out of.
In Whitestone?
Yeah, does that count?
Can tell her?
There's a dangerous library that had demons in it in Whitestone.
She smiles. It's 4.
Why do you want this information?
Because I seek information. I like to research in libraries.
Alright.
The only libraries and book places I know of.
I've got a bad feeling about this, guys, but if you want to continue, you can.
I ran out.
There's another quite large library located in Amman as part of the Lyceum.
There we've been, unfortunately.
Have you been to the library where the guys don't wear pants?
I don't think I remember that.
Oh yeah, the Pantsophical.
I bet they have a lot of books.
Sophical. Oh, I see what you did there. Yes, okay. It's 5.
Just 2 more.
I know there's a library in Westrun, but it's not really a secret library.
No, I'm aware. We've gone there already.
Oh, what about that one in Singord?
In there.
Isn't there one in Singord?
Well, there's an academy there. I imagine they have books in an academy library.
Actually-
What?
So there's a personal library at the Bard House in Singapore.
I'll take that as number 6. One more, please.
That one's got a lot of books about tying rope.
I've never actually been there myself. I've only heard rumors about it. But I know there's supposed to be a library, not in Near-Delpok itself, but in the ruins of one of the other old cities of Quinira.
Oh. One that has been hidden has now been revealed. Excellent, thank you. Excuse me, I'll go talk to them for you.
What's your name?
Hmm?
Are you okay with telling us your name?
Kiona.
Kiona. Oh, shit.
Wait. Before you go, if you do ever go to the place I told you, can you check if someone is there, like near that place?
Oh, from one undead gal to the other, of course. Who?
His name is Argus. He's a paladin guy. Half elf.
Half-elf?
Yeah, like around 20-ish. If you see him, I mean, like, just tell him. Well, yeah, just tell him Lysra is looking for him, and please respond to my messages. Yeah, that's it. I mean, thank you.
Oh, has he ghosted you?
Well.
What? Well, sort of. Okay, never mind. Paladin. We'll see. We'll see about the. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. Thank you.
Scary. Ghost pants, and of course, and I love what you've done with all of this. Very nice. She floats away.
Lithra, I think you made a friend.
Oh, did I?
I think so. They complimented you, I think.
That was great.
You have one undead friend now.
I made a new
Here
friend today.
go. Please let my friends pass here. And you hear echoed in all the ghosts here. Yes, Dreadlord.
Oh God.
Dreadlord Kion, that's such a cool title.
Out of curiosity, would Thorn be able to think back in the history of Teldori? Does that name seem familiar in like any history books or anything like that?
I don't know how much of a history buff Thorian is, but go ahead. History check, I guess.
Well, he's got expertise in history.
Oh, go for it. Go for it. Hey, roll it. Let's see what happens.
Since no one's used them yet, I'm going to take an inspiration for this.
There you go.
Yeah.
$24.
With a 24, no. It's a bit low for Kiana the Dreadlord. But she makes a way. You can see now a way through about 10 feet wide has been made. Some standing at attention, others just moving, have moved their ghostly pots and cooking utensils away. Straight, and it curves around ghostly horses. I'm glad I could help. I'm glad you can help me.
Bye.
As you pass with her, she goes, "Of course, if we can ever collaborate, let me know. Always interested."
What kind of collaborations?
I was talking to her, but okay.
Oh.
I just, no, you have a heartbeat. It's a little bit disconcerting.
Well, yeah, but I don't really know what you do with all the books you find or information, or
I just try and I'm searching for something.
what is it specifically you're searching for? Maybe I can keep an eye out for it.
Could be a conflict of interest between you and I.
Okay.
Is it a
Just-
boyfriend? Can you fight over him?
Folks, give me a persuasion check with her.
Okay. Situation. 15.
Just say if you are interested in helping another undead gal, I am interested in the books of death, specifically of the deep necromancy.
Necromancy. Yes, of course.
At which a certain one of whispers, maybe you even was interested in, or is beyond them.
Wait, did she say? What did she say exactly? Sorry, I missed part
A,
of it.
a certain one of whispers.
Oh, you're looking for him. Okay.
Not so
Yeah.
much him, just what he looked about.
Oh,
He's a bore.
yeah. Yeah. Of course. I will. Keep an eye out for anything that's related.
And in that case, you can pass through.
Man, Lithra, that was awesome. You did a great job.
Oh, thanks. She's still thinking back to like her speaking about whispers and stuff. But yeah.
You walk through this as they stand, and you see banners of old armies. And Jackson, you hear, my fallen men and women. I mourned for them.
Oh. Oh man. Sorry, I didn't know. Is this awkward? Like,
I mean, I don't think they see it. They see me totally. So, or that
they
could just
don't
be
know.
me.
They don't know they don't know you're a sword.
I don't think they do. It's best they don't. They could get angry.
Oh, okay.
But
Shh,
just,
keep it quiet.
like I said before, as we make decisions to how to protect people, we can make mistakes.
Yeah.
Look at what your mistake could really be, Jackson. You could trap souls like this just by making a single mistake.
I'm taking lessons with Thorin to try and avoid that. I wrote them down. It says, rule number 1, don't die. Rule number 2, kill the enemy first. Rule number 3, remember the fallen. Make them surrender without a fight. And then some squiggle lines. That probably
Surrender without bloodshed. That would be nice.
So yeah, I'm working on it. And if you have any good tips or tricks to throw in there anytime, just let me know.
Keep an ear out and advise you if you wish.
Thanks.
Nothing like making a ghost encounter that never gets used.
It's Lithra's fault, I'm pretty sure.
Jackson, are you just reciting those to memorize them, or?
Oh, no. I was talking to the Sovereign Blade.
He just kind of looks you up and down. But you're all right? You feeling well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I not look all right?
I mean, I've never heard you talk to yourself before.
I guess you just can't hear the other side of the conversation.
Okay.
Kind of like sending messages.
But I don't think you say those out loud.
Wait, you don't do it out. You don't do. It's not out loud.
Sendings are out loud.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Redcon that. Okay. Just want to make sure you're okay.
I think I'm okay.
In that case, you're able to get beyond the armies here. And another day through. This area to get to the Great Valley, as we come to another long rest point here, I need everyone to give me a wisdom saving throw.
after the long rest. So Hero's Feast is gone.
No, it lasts
Oh.
24 hours.
Last 24 hours. So you had it for breakfast, so it would continue to the breakfast.
Oh, okay.
22.
I roll a 1 and a 3 for a total of 7.
11.
24.
8.
Then Lithra and Honeystar.
Remember, that's with advantage.
Oh, with advantage?
Yeah, because of Hero's Feast.
Oh, much better. 22.
What Honeystar get?
15.
Then let me think. It was Jackson, Mortis. You guys got Rurlo, right?
11.
11, and then what? Sari got
8.
8. Okay, that's right. So the three of you, as you wake up in the morning, the rest of you look around and you see Sari, Jackson, and Mortis are entirely
Okay, I found this on the
not
web for Jackson and Morris.
stupid.
Check it out.
Gosh darn it. They've lost all color to their fur and skin and hair.
You can't tell Jackson and Harper apart.
Mortis looks more gray than he was.
Yep. Their clothing, their magical items, all gray and black. Shades of gray.
Are you feeling okay now, Jackson?
Do
Or
I?
Harper?
No, I'm Jackson.
Okay.
And you hear from the Harangon beside Jackson. And I'm Harper.
I think Thorn falls off the log he's sitting on. Wait, she speaks?
You speak?
That's the first time all of you have heard Harper speak.
Okay, something's well, I don't want to say wrong because that's great for you, but something's wrong. Like, I'm freaking out. Where did the color go?
Sayuri will ritual cast identify on herself. See what's happening.
Say with identify, you sense that this is a slow corruption of undeath. That, given enough time here, slowly takes over and the living can be turned to the undead and then cannot exit. Something like 1/6 of the
We are becoming the Undying.
Oh, so you're becoming like me?
I think it's a little bit different because if it continues, we won't be able to leave this place.
Oh, that's bad, I guess.
Okay. So no. How long do we have before we can't leave?
How long do I think that we have?
We go to Curl once a day.
And you said this was about a sixth of the way undead?
Yeah, so if you continue to fail, if you get basically if you whatever happened, it could take a minimum of 6, but it could take longer.
Okay. Well, anywhere between, because I mean, with the three of us, the two of us, she can't tell the difference with the mortis. With the two of us, probably
Just the two of us?
we can make it if we try.
I believe in us.
Yeah. At the minimum, another 5 mornings.
Okay.
At the minimum. Could be longer.
Okay. Yeah, it's no problem. We'll just rush in, find out what we need at the tree, and just rush right back out.
Sounds good.
Is this like a curse or something different?
Give me an Arcana check.
$32.
Yes, this would be a curse.
I can also remove curse from people like tomorrow. So we can yeah. I think we do like rush in, but maybe not as urgently as
So you think you can just fix it tomorrow?
Yeah, I need to review the spells and make sure I can cast it, but yeah.
Yeah, great.
I can do something now.
Even better. What can you do now?
Thanks to Sayuri, he'll start pulling out from his component pouch. He sticks his hand in, and you see like silver dust on his hands as he rubs them. It's like I just need to hold you by the shoulders real quick. As he grabs you by the shoulders and casts Greater Restoration.
Who do you cast it on?
Jackson.
So Jackson, when he does this, you remember that you never learned how to speak Sylvan.
It's not silver that you need for Greater Resto. It's 100 GP diamond dust.
Oh yeah, it's diamond dust, but it just looks silver on his palms.
Okay.
You remember that was a fake memory. I bet you had asked her to give you a fake memory to see how that looked like.
So does the color return to my fur after this is cast?
Yes, with Greater Restoration, there's bright light and it returns.
Ah, man. Dang it.
What? You got your color back?
Yeah, but I forgot Sylvan. Well, I guess I never learned it. Oh, man.
Surprise.
But hey, it worked.
Thorn will go up and try and handshake Harper and ask her, "How are you doing today, my lady?"
Yeah. You. This is interesting because you offer her a handshake, and I don't think you'd even need an insight check for this. It looks like no one has ever offered to shake her hand before. Mostly because she's not there when Jackson is in cities. So there's not really that need, like there's no interaction there. And so there's confusion, bewilderment, understanding, and then kind of a slow, she extends her hand and you feel a odd sensation as you do make contact with her hand as she returns the handshake, but it's fragile at first, and then almost like she's testing it as it's happening. She makes the grip a little bit firmer, but are you wearing gloves? Is Thorn wearing gloves?
He would be wearing his I don't know what you call the plate mail version, but yes, he would be wearing
gauntlets?
Yeah, gauntlets.
Okay. Yeah. And she looks kind of surprised herself as she's able to shake Thorn's hand. And it looks like she's coming to terms with it in real time, that she's able to return the handshake.
Does she speak?
She looks kind of, and this is the first time you've seen this, she looks kind of uncertain. Usually her expression is one of kind of stoicism and always on the alert for things. But you see her thinking about the reply, and could you repeat the question?
How are you doing, my lady? And that's how he sounds. Like he's kind of like shocked and scared and like testing things and confused all at once and curious and
I'm doing well, I think.
All right. This may sound odd, but I just want to test a theory. Mortis, can you come here?
Sure. He shakes his head, realizing Harper's over there having a conversation, and he's never seen that happen before.
Can you do me a favor? I want you to punch me.
Okay.
I mean, have you ever had it where a dream seems really, really real, but you're not sure if it's a dream or if it's real? Or I just
in the middle of that sentence, I clock you. It's a 19 to hit.
That's my AC.
Stunning strike.
You take the minimum damage of 5 damage.
That's good. Okay, so this is really happening. This is strange and scary, and not to offend you, Harper, I'm very excited for you. I'm just really, really confused. Can we have smart people try and figure this out?
It's definitely beyond me.
It makes for 2 of us. I'm not sure what's happening either.
I think it's the sword. I think the sword's bringing your sister back.
I mean, that is when it started.
It just makes logical sense. Mind you, you're letting fighters decide on logic and not.
Yeah, three melee fighters all talking about magic.
It makes sense to us.
I'm a
Matt, you're
barbarian. This barbarian endorses the plan.
I never fully understood the dynamic of Harper, and then you had alluded to having lost a sister. I automatically thought it was just a manifestation of your sister by you.
Wait, what do you mean?
Which part?
That what's like? You think I manifest her?
You said you had a deceased sister.
Well, I mean, yeah, she died when we were kids. She was gone for a long time, and I went off adventuring when I got older, and got myself into a really tight spot, like surrounded, about to go out, and Harper just showed up, took care of all of them. And I thought, oh, I've died. Like, this is it. Hopper's here to take me to the other side, but I'm still here, and so is she.
But she does take you to the other side, literally.
What does that mean?
Well, sometimes she's on the other side of the monster, and you guys just switch spaces.
Oh, well, yeah, that's just like, I don't know how it works. It's just magic stuff. Harper does that.
He'll kind of look over at Sayuri and Lithra and Honeystar's like, do you guys never wondered what, like...
I mean, I've stopped asking those questions because every time I do, it just turns out to be some weird fate bullshit that I don't understand.
I mean, but now, Lithra, you're book savvy, right?
I read, yes.
Is this anything that you've ever encountered in your academics?
I mean, I see people walking around with like not alive stuff all the time, so I thought this was normal in the material plane as well. Is it not?
Necromancy? No.
Wait, you're not from the material plane?
No, I'm not.
Oh. What plane are you from?
Look, she's a pixie.
Well, yeah, somewhere around there. Around.
I
I heard the
Shadowfell
library.
area, Feywild area, the Hells. There's a lot of around there's. Especially from what I hear now, like, it's really odd. But
Well, yeah, I'm from a place where there isn't this much light. I mean, it's dark all the time and, shadows all around.
It sounds lonely. I mean, I can't see in the dark. I'd be terrible there.
As he thinks back on Mother Moth, you escaped the Shadowfell.
Yes. Well, yeah, Shadowfell.
Oh, maybe you know what's going on there. They
Well, I don't know a whole lot about what's happening there. I'm usually in the library, so,
Wait, the Shadowfell Library?
Yeah, the one I just told Kiona was really
In
nice.
the dark?
Yeah.
How do
you
you
can't-
read books in the dark?
I mean, they have lights in the library, I mean.
Oh, okay.
So
The
that
rest of the Shadowfell was jealous.
so that paladin is from the Shadowfell then?
Well, he's not originally from there. I mean, he got there somehow, and, well, yeah, we are friends, I think.
And why is he ghosting you?
I don't know. I think he's mad at me for something I did, but I don't know what exactly.
Is he going to come and try and kill you?
No, I mean, I'm already dead, but I don't think so. I don't think he's he wouldn't do that. Would he? He wouldn't.
You don't sound very confident about that.
Well, I hope he wouldn't.
Erevar would look over at Sayuri, trying to see if she had a reaction at all. Given all that what's occurred and learning that Lethra came from the Shadowfell.
I mean, I guess if you want to do an insight check.
Insight check. And I'll use an inspo. For 24.
Against Star in that arm wrestling fight.
There it goes. She doesn't look like she's she kind of looks like she's off in her own little world at this moment.
So are you okay?
Huh?
You lost your color. You lost all your color too. Are you all right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not painful or anything.
May I try something?
I guess.
and I'm gonna try to see if remove curse will also work to get rid of this particular affliction.
Okay. You remove curse, and you see the gray drain away, and the bright pink return to Ciri's hair.
There you are.
Hey, look. I'm back to my original. Well, one of my original colors, anyways.
Now all three of us look like we did before. Nice.
Not quite. As one who spends a lot of time around other Pachyderms, I'm a slightly different shade of gray than I'm supposed to be.
I will cast remove curse on Mortis as well.
Okay. All right. So you've taken a level of the Umber Hills corruption away from each person. So Mortis is now a healthier shade of gray. All right. And I guess through this, you continue to move further. And before you see kind of two valleys that are set apart, along with more mountainous terrain that you'd have to climb, be a little more treacherous. One valley, you can see from here that it seems as though there is this gray liquid that smells of iron that is upon the ground. The other, you see, even from here, forms of demonic-looking birds and fiendish creatures that fly. And one of these three paths will be your way, you presume, to the Gray Valley. And as you contemplate on that, we will end for tonight. Get on the path next week. And watch in. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Good night.